Africa, the land of the most attractive and incredible countries in the world. But do you know which is the most beautiful country among them all? Morocco. Nothing like this country exists elsewhere in Africa or anywhere else in the world. A city is entirely painted entirely in different shades of blue. Its colors inspired a whole new palette which bears the city's name itself. Another city built by terracotta glowing in red-pink color. All created by human hands and a unique craft that has existed for over a millennium. Perhaps that's why Morocco has appeared in so many famous films. So what else is Morocco still hiding? Why do Moroccans never pour hot water into their sinks? And why do Moroccans pick up and kiss a piece of bread they drop before cleaning it? Join us as we explore Morocco now and discover why everyone dreams of visiting this place at least once in their lifetime. Can you guess what city inspired an entirely new color palette by using walls, stairs, and doorways as its canvas? That's Chefchaouen, the most iconic city in Morocco. Blue rises everywhere. Cobalt passages, powder blue steps, indigo doors beneath white mountain light. The town began in the 15th century as a fortified settlement near important northern routes. The exact origin of Chefchaouen's blue color is not definitively confirmed. The most popular theory suggests that Jewish settlers who arrived in the 20th century introduced the custom of painting the neighborhood blue. In Jewish tradition, blue evokes the sky, heaven, and the presence of God. Subsequent residents continued to use blue on walls, doors, and staircases. Today, residents continue repainting walls with lime wash, renewing the blue surfaces above them. Laundry moves between balconies, adding daily rhythm to the painted streets. Small workshops open into the lanes, selling woven cloth, leather goods, and hand-painted ceramics. Merchants carry goods through passages too narrow for cars. Cats rest beside the flower pots near the central square beneath the walls of the Kasbah. People chat over cups of hot tea. Water is the central part in Moroccans' life. They use water from mountain springs into fountains, homes, and daily routines. But why do some Moroccan families refuse to pour boiling water into a sink? Because they believe that sacred creatures live in sinks, drains, and hidden spaces in their homes. Hot water could be harmful to them. As evening arrives, the streets quieten, footsteps fade, the mountain air cools between blue walls, and the final light settles across the silent rooftops. And now our journey turns to a completely different visual impression. Red walls ignite beneath the sun. Smoke gathers over Jamar Elfna. Metal lamps burn under woven roofs. This is Marrakesh. A city grew as an imperial land beside the Atlas Mountains. The city protected by thick walls of local red earth. Its Medina still carries the plan of an old capital. Gates, mosques, markets, and homes remain closely connected. The Koutoubia minaret rises above this dense quarter and helps orient movement through the crowded streets. As daylight weakens, its sandstone surface changes from pale rose to deep orange. Below, Jamar Elna becomes the city's loudest public stage. Storytellers gather listeners. Musicians build fast rhythms. Food stalls release smoke across the square. These traditions preserve spoken history through performance memory and direct contact between strangers. Nearby, souks narrow beneath reed screens that filter the harsh afternoon light. Copper workers hammer trays. Leather sellers arrange bags and dyers hang cloth above passing crowds. While exploring the Marrakesh's souks, you might encounter a strange thing. After accidentally dropping a loaf of bread on the ground, Moroccans will pick it up, kiss it, and then wipe it clean. Why would they do that? Many Moroccans treat bread with deep respect because it represents work, nourishment, and blessing. So that gesture turns a small accident into an act of gratitude. Casablanca. Many people have probably heard of it, or seen this movie before. It's a love story tested by wartime danger and departure. And here we are, at the city that has made that film famous. Casablanca now moves through traffic, port cranes, white facades, and coastal neighborhoods. French-planned avenues meet Moroccan quarters near markets, cafes, and workshops. Casablanca's most famous architectural landmark is Hassan II Mosque. This place is as important to Morocco as, well, the Eiffel Tower is to Paris. The mosque stands on a rocky promontory above heavy waves. Its minaret rises about 689 feet. Inside, Moroccan artisans covered cedar, plaster, and tile work with precise handwork. A retractable roof opens the prayer hall toward daylight and coastal air. The surrounding plaza returns the monument to ordinary city life. Families walk together, children cross polished stone, further ocean spray reaches the outer walls. Casablanca is also home to the most beautiful girls in Morocco. But if you want to be by the side of an attractive Moroccan girl, you might have to learn the way they express love. Here, the lovers usually call each other that you are my liver, or they may say, you have conquered my liver. Why liver, not heart? Because with the Moroccans, the liver can represent deep affection and emotional attachment more than the heart. After all, Casablanca remains a city of love, though its language places love somewhere stranger than the heart. Morning light enters the courtyard. Stone vats burn red, yellow flashes beside indigo. Workers stand inside the dye. This is Chiara Tannery, deep within Abali, Morocco's urban quarter. Fez began in the 9th century and became a center of leather production. The first tanneries grew beside the river where water supported washing, tanning, and dyeing. The craft developed, through medieval guilds and family workshops. Knowledge passed from master to apprentice. Workers first clean and soften it in soaking pits. They then move it through tanning liquids before pressing color deep into the surface. Precision controls timing, texture, and absorption, and the strong hands do the rest. Heat rises from the vats. Odors filled terraces. In earlier centuries, Fes leather supplied merchants traveling across North Africa, Iberia, and Mediterranean markets. Today, the tannery supports workers, craftsmen, and shopkeepers. Its value reaches beyond commerce. Chiara preserves the knowledges that industrial production often removes from public view because now the speed often separates the product's quality from their makers. Moroccan cuisine begins with aromas that reach the table before the food. Here, slow cooking, shared platters, and layered flavors create a culinary identity found nowhere else. Couscous carries Amazigh roots across Morocco. This dish remains central to family gatherings, weddings, and Friday meals. Women roll moistened semolina by hand, then steam it repeatedly above a fragrant stew. The grains arrive light and separate, crowned with vegetables, chickpeas, and tender lamb or chicken. Diners gather around one shared platter and eat from the section nearest them. Mint tea completes the meal. Green tea reached Morocco through trade. Then local households added spearmint and generous sugar. The host pours from high above small glasses, creating foam and cooling the drink. Its taste is sweet, herbal, and slightly bitter. In a sturdy 18th century harbor, fishing boats lie crammed together. There are hundreds of them in deep cobalt, salt-worn wood. Welcome to Essaouira. The city once connected Morocco's interior with Atlantic trade routes. Today, fishing keeps that maritime identity active. Sailors leave before sunrise and then, they return with sardines, sea bream, and conger eel. They sort the fish as soon as possible. Auction voices rise behind wet nets. Other people mend nets, repair boats, and prepare mooring ropes. There's no record that gives one confirmed origin for the fleet's blue paint, but the repeated painting protects wooden hulls from salt, wind, and handling. The uniform color also gives fishermen a home fleet. In the land, the Medina stands behind pale walls and defenses. In the past, its streets welcomed Amazigh, Arab, Jewish, and European communities through trade. That exchange still appears in food and workshop skills. Now our rhythms add a human current to the city. Iron castanets meet low bass strings. The harbor grows quiet after midnight. Beneath the black walls, loose ropes tap against the sleeping blue boats. What city in Morocco can hold two seas and two continents inside one narrow opening? Only Tangier can. This city occupies Morocco's northern edge where the Atlantic meets the Mediterranean, near the Strait of Gibraltar. Africa stands here, and Europe waits across the water. Its Medina climbs above the port through white walls, markets, and passages carrying salt from the sea. Gran Sou joins the modern city with the old quarter. Beyond it, Petitco is where the people gather around cafe tables to have conversation with the mint tea. The same streets remember Ibn Battuta, born here during the 14th century. He left Tangier and traveled across Africa, Asia, and parts of Europe for nearly 3 decades. His journeys turned this frontier city into a point of departure for curiosity. Tangier later welcomed diplomats, merchants, writers, and migrants. Their languages entered its cafes and markets. Their departures remained present at the harbor. Today, ferries and cargo vessels continue that movement across the strait. The city also protects a literary culture through festivals, book fairs, and travel writing. After rain, lamps tremble across the Medina's black stones. A distant foghorn passes beneath shuttered windows. White walls wait beside the Atlantic. Then color arrives. A bird stretches across one doorway. A face appears above another. By summer, it becomes an open-air gallery. The town stands south of Tangier behind Portuguese ramparts along Morocco's northern coast. Its Medina holds narrow streets, blue doors, workshops, and houses washed in white. The mural tradition began with the Asila Cultural Museum in the late 1970s. Artists from Morocco and abroad were invited to work on the old walls. Residents and local painters also joined them. Each year removes part of the last visual season and creates room for another. The process begins with preparation. Walls are cleaned. Fresh lime wash covers earlier images. And then, new murals appear across corners, courtyards, and coastal passages. Children watched with curiosity. The murals also support workshops, exhibitions, and cultural exchanges during the festival. They bring visitors into streets where residents continue shopping, talking, and raising families. Art enters ordinary life here. It does not require a museum entrance. The Asila's walls endure because they always accept change. Cedar ceilings rise above silent courtyards. Colored tiles lock into exact patterns. Water holds the sky below carved arches. Bahia Palace presents the ceremonial world of 19th century Marrakesh. Its rooms were built for officials, families, receptions, and private life. Courtyards separate public life from the comforts of home. With beautiful patterns of zellige, colorful painted wood, and intricately carved plaster, the walls are a treat for the eyes, showcasing impressive craftsmanship.